everybody. It's Brooke. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I thought it was time that we did a flip through of my January Creative Daily Journal. I make a Creative Daily Journal and work in it. I don't work in it daily, but I do document every day, or I try to. Some days do not get documented, and that's okay too. If you're not new here, welcome back. You guys rule. So let's just jump in and get started. This is my winter creative daily journal, which includes January, February, and March. I made it from a deconstructed composition notebook, just remade the covers, and then put this yummy, squishy, soft spine in for it. I've only got January and February bound in yet. We should probably get to March pretty quick. But let's just get started. Oop, yeah, I think I did make this tie a little bit too short. We might have to fix that. Let me take out my bookmark eternal charm. We did have to stay in a hotel earlier, in February, and I meant to return my key card, and somehow I brought it home, punched a hole in it, and put it on my journal charm instead. It was like returning it. No, it wasn't. It was like keeping it. Shame on me. Alrighty, let's just jump in. This is my title page. January 2025 is one of my printables. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, come on over and join us. I will link it right up here in the corner, and make sure to answer those 3 easy questions so I know you're a person, and I bet you'll get in and you can get all your freebies too. After I put that in, just sort of as a title page, I had this very, very vintage best New Year wishes postcard, and I like the colors of it, so I just tipped it in, and it flips up so you can still see the writing, 1910, and it's got this beautiful embossing in it. And then underneath, I put in welcoming generation beta. Who knew? We already have a new generation name, and that is a magazine image. I am participating in, I'm trying to, in my friend Allison's Item of the Month challenge. So Allison is AJ's Inspired Life. The hashtag for it, if you would like to join in or take a peek at what other people are doing, the hashtag is hashtag AJ's IOTM. I think that's right. I hope that's right. That's what I've been using. Allison, if that's not right, would you let me know? And Allison, of course, will be linked down below in case you don't know her, but I bet you do. I just used some of my distress stains on the back. I still have the daubers. I'm very lucky. And I used some of that on the background. And then this was from Happy Meal years ago. It's a Diane Reevely little quote, and it says, what appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning. And I liked how that worked on our title page. And in my composition book, I'll take some of the pages and glue them together and then washi tape the edges. And that's so that the items don't, or the media doesn't sink through to the back page. Wow, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. At any rate, and I also use some of my own digitals and I kind of mix it up. So I have different pages in them. And I think I'll take my pencil board and I'm just going to cover up this page because I am a busy, busy journaler. Yes, I am. And I think I'm going to try to zoom you in so you can see a little better. Hold on. Close your eyes. We're going for a ride. Alrighty, there we go. I think you can see that a little bit better. So this was New Year's Day, and again, I've got my own printables for the day and the date and the weather and New Year's Day. We had Subway because we had had all sorts of festivities at our house the night before, and we were tired. So we pretty much sat around and watched TV and ate Subway sandwiches. It was really fun. I did a little bit of journaling. That's just some personal stuff. So I made a note there to remind myself that I was not going to take that post-it note off before I filmed. Let me just glue this down because it's bugging me. Can't have flappy washi tape. Give it a little help. Actually, it was funny because we had never done this before. I wanted a Subway sandwich, but I wanted a McDonald's Coke. And now DoorDash has this thing where you can combined 2 dashes in one or something. I don't even know. So I had them stop at McDonald's to get me a delicious frosty Diet Coke. That was fun. I felt very spoiled. This is my magazine image because I don't think I finished that thought. AJ's item of the month for the month of January is magazine, magazine image. So I had this and I put it in. I put it in upside down and I crumpled it up a little bit because that's pretty much how my sandwich came. It was in the bag upside down and the paper was all coming unwrapped. It was a mess, but it was still delicious. And I was whining about that. It was overcast and cold that day, and it was 34 for a low and 39 for a high. I made this on my Cricut, and it says, "Sometimes I stay inside because it's too people-y out there." True fact. And I had this sticker that I made from our printables that says New Year's Day. These are 2 separate years, but I had them both printed, so I figured I'd use them. And then I took the unused section of my Subway wrapper and put it in the background. So that was pretty fun. That was the sticker from McDonald's. That was a fun day. We were recuperating from all the intense fun the day before. Now, this page, let's see if I got you. Well, let me scoot you down. This is actually a page that's one of my printables, so it's smaller, and that's fine with me. I like different sizes and different widths. And this was Thursday the 2nd. It was 32 for a low, 38 for a high. Got a snowflake there because, well, it probably snowed. Let's see, I've got my little tag in there. So it was blustery, cold, and flurries. I made and recorded this journal, doing all kinds of stuff. I beat up on the Cricut. One of my printers died, so I had to take my Cricut downstairs, and trying to get it to talk to my iPad down there was a giant pain. I don't know why it was so mad at me, but it was, and it took forever. But I finally got it done, so I have the Cricut logo there. I have some washi tape there that denotes that I recorded. This was the thumbnail from the video that I recorded. And, this was the label from this composition book. So I stuck that in there too. And I think I got the Cricut from a magazine page, the Cricut logo. I think that was my magazine image for the day. And again, they're my freebie days and dates. Are they freebies? These might be the January journal stickers in my Etsy shop. That will always be linked down below. But it might have been a freebie. I can't remember, honestly. It was last month. If it happened more than 5 minutes ago, I don't remember it. So here we are on the 3rd. It was Friday. Still cold. The low was 25. The high was 33. And I kind of spent the day on the phone. So there's my magazine image of a cell phone. And I had multiple calls with my cardiologists and electrophysiologists. Finally scheduled my next procedure. Been waiting forever. Fingers crossed it's going to work. Spoiler alert, it's February now, and so far so good on that. Had a long, lovely chat with my daughter. She and Paige got a kitty. Can you see the kitty? The kitty is orange, and his name is Cheese, and he's so cute. So glary, I'm sorry, but there's Cheese. She's so excited. She's wanted a cat for a while. So that was fun. My journaling spot is, again, another freebie that I designed. And then we move on to the 4th, which was, sorry about that. It was Saturday the 4th. It was partly sunny. The weather was 25 for a low, 33 for a high. My magazine image is this piece here. All these beautiful watercolory looking bits. I think it was from a Daphne's Diary, but I love the colors. I just love those colors. This is from Art by Marlene, one of her die cuts. I put in some more of the film washi because I said that my creativity was somewhere else, but I spent the day working on videos for next week. Do something, it says so in this quote. I finished my December daily bits so that I could flip through it and started binding this journal together. The quote says, "At the end of the day, do something, even if it's wrong, even if it's a flop. The act of doing something is going to lead to something else. Creativity can't be just collecting data and organizing stuff. Get the elements together out of this sort of heady mind space and into an actual tactile experience. That's when it's fun." And that's by Lewis Miller. I love that quote. It's so true. So true. So then the 5th was Sunday, and my magazine image was this giant bottle of Dayquil. It was 8 for a low and 20 for a high. Yeah, it's getting really cold. And I did my journaling with a waterproof black pen, so I'm not really sure what made it run here, but I'm okay with it. I can still read it. It says, "Really, I'm the biggest whiner in the world. I woke up with terrible cold symptoms, a fever, sore throat, and a cough. Was last week when I didn't feel good just a warm up for this? Couldn't believe it. I was so mad. I promised my friend Danielle, also known as Jose, that I would mod a sale for her. Danielle is Gypsy's Craft Nook, and of course, she'll be linked down below. She's awesome. And I had promised to mod for her. I love modding sales for people. I haven't been doing too much of it, but I always really enjoy it, so I didn't want to miss it. Plus, I love Jose. Didn't want to miss hanging out with her. So everyone was super sweet about my coughing and hacking and sneezing and carrying on. And we had a wonderful time. And then I just crashed into my chair. So this again is one of the composition notebook pages. I used a scrap of the digital pages that I used. This is my winter freebie from last year. Again, available in the Facebook group. And then I just did some line work, doodling around. These fun little dots are from the Distress Stain Daubers. They make these little bullseye things, which I like. And it's crushed olive, which is an awesome color. So that's what's happening on that page. You can see I like to just go through and do color and watercolor in the background. I'm not happy until my page is insanely busy. That's my way of doing it. And then let's see, this was Monday the 6th, and I really was sick this time. So Monday the 6th, it was 9 for a low, 25 for a high, and I just used alpha stickers to write sick. And let's see, do I have a magazine image? Oh, I do have a magazine image. The hand is my magazine image. And then these are printables from Kay-Ann Asherman. Kay-Ann has wonderful printables available on her Patreon. And again, she'll be linked down below. But I thought those were super fun. And this is one of the freebies. And I just noted that everyone I know is sick, totally frustrated and disgusted. Thank goodness Mark is still healthy. So that was good that Mark had not gotten it. And then Tuesday, we have some repetition here. Tuesday the 7th was 8 for a low, 26 for a high. This is the other side of that digital page. This was one of the Theraflus that I took. I was pretty much in my chair, napping most of the day, and I ran some of this Dina Wakley washi tape across the bottom because I love the colors with this. Green and purple make me happy. And there's some blue in there because who doesn't like blue? And then on Wednesday the 8th, again, another chair day, sick. Got my NyQuil bottle as a magazine image. This Elmo image is also from Juxtapose magazine. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's like an advertising magazine. It's so cool. They have the weirdest graphics, and I love it. So that was kind of how I felt. Like my head was all fuzzy, and that was a pretty good representation. It was 12 for a low, 20 for a high. I found this really, oh, you can barely see that. Found this really long string that had pulled loose from my favorite blankie. It was like 3 feet long. I was so upset. I can't find where it came from. Like there's no hole or anything, but I just turned it into this bow and stapled it in. And I wrote, "Oh no, am I killing my blankie?" I was kind of concerned. This tissue box is, again, a printable from Kay-Ann. So that's pretty much what I was doing that week, was just whining and being sick. The 9th, was Thursday. I was feeling moderately a little tiny bit better, which was a good thing. You can't tell because it's crazy, but I actually had a Zoom court date with my ex-husband. It was ridiculous, just saying. I've got this up here that I put in. So I made a pocket on the composition notebook page with digital from Courtney Diaz, who is Little Raven Ink. She's awesome. I will also list her down below. This is the thing that I got in the mail saying that we had to have this crazy court date. And I had never had a Zoom meeting, believe it or not. So I spent all this time getting ready for it, setting it up. I was all ready to go. And when it was time to go into the courtroom, I had my passcode, my meeting ID. Something happened and I couldn't get in. So I was late. Isn't that special? That was so good of me. But I did all kinds of doodling. And this is a Teesha Moore collage item. And this was the library pocket from a book that I had gotten from the library in a library book sale. And there's just a little bit of journaling underneath. After our court date, I had been texting with Jack, my ex, and so I put a little thing under there that was a screenshot of our chat. And then I've got a card in here, and I said it was super weird to see Jack in the courtroom. I think he might have been in a hotel in Boston he was undergoing radiation then, but it was just strange to see him that way. I don't know, it was weird. And he's like waving at me. You can't see me. He's waving at me, and it was very weird. Facebook popped up this memory from 2016. That's my bestie Samantha and I. I remember that day so clearly. We'd gone shopping in the old port of Portland, and she got mad because she wanted to go eat, and I was still poking around in all the cool stores. And I'm trying to, nope, that's not it. You know what, you guys? I don't think I have a magazine image on here. Nope, I do not. I need to go back and adjust that. Shame on me. And it was a low of 16 and a high of 27 that day. And this day was Friday, and I said, I was tired of being housebound. I was just bored and felt a little bit better. And so I decided to go out and do some errands. And one of the things I did was went to Marshall's to exchange some stuff. And I got this notepad, which I thought was so pretty. And this is the little strip that goes around the notepad. Here's a price tag from it. I fell down on a job, you guys. This one doesn't have a magazine image either. Darn it. I thought I had checked. Okay, well, Allison, hopefully you won't boot me out of the challenge. It was Friday the 10th. It was a low of 19 and a high of 33. I can't believe I really don't have a magazine image. I've got a few images that I've cut out that are just random flowers and stuff, so I can go back and put those in. I thought I had done the whole thing. That's so upsetting. So here's the 11th, which was a Saturday, and it snowed all day. It was a low of 19, a high of 33. I put in my squishy snowflake from Danielle. I love those things. And the background page is that digital snowy winter, which again is free in the Facebook group. This is a little item that Allison, speaking of AJ's Inspired Life, had sent me in Happy Mail, and I just think he's so cute. This is my magazine image, which is, I don't know if you can see it, glare. It was the cover of an LL Bean catalog, and Facebook had sent me this picture from 2008 of my girls with their snow lady, who I am pretty sure was named Martha. I knew it. I knew it for a fact as soon as I saw the picture, and then of course it just went right out of my head. But that was a fun day, and they used dried flowers from our hydrangea tree for the hair, which I thought was so cute. And then I made a little tag on this notepad. And, oh, that's right, this Mark's ex-wife got married that day, which for some reason, I didn't know she was getting married. and I saw it on Facebook, and for some reason it kind of freaked me out. I'm not sure why. None of my business. So that was kind of weird. This was Sunday the 12th. It was partly sunny. It was a low of 19 and a high of 34. I wrote on my journaling on this notepad that is a Susan Branch notepad, I think. I've had it forever. My magazine image is, what is her name? She's on the Food Network, Sunny something. She's cute as she can be. And it was a football day for Mark. I was talking about the fact that he watched even though the Seahawks were out. And he was grumbling and whining about not having the Seahawks play, so I was teasing him, and that was kind of fun. And then I just did some doodly football letters here, and I wish I hadn't colored them in. I thought it would be redder than it is. And it's funny because I've heard some people talking about how they don't like red and pink, or it's really hard for them to use red and pink together. I love red and pink together, but this stood out better when it was all white. It was fun to do, though. I'll hold it up so you can see. Just random doodles, and I colored it in with my colored pencils. And then let's see. Oop, I keep creeping out of frame. Let's see. There you go. I like my little logos on the screen, like my little girl down there. Over there, over there, over there. there. But I have to make sure to not have them covering up things. Okay, and the 13th was Monday. It was 11 for a low and 26 for a high, cloudy, and more snow on the way, of course. It's January in Maine. What can you expect? I said we had been watching probably Gordon Ramsay last night, and we saw a delicious looking hero. Well, if it was on Kitchen Nightmares, it probably looked awful, but it made me want one. So sweet Mark got all the fixings to make heroes and lamb burgers. Lamb is not his favorite, so it was really just for me. The first iteration heroes were a beef and lamb combo with tomatoes and onions and his absolutely fabulous tzatziki sauce. He found a recipe and made it, and it was absolutely unbelievably good. He also made like 12 gallons of it, which was so funny. We had so much sauce, but we did have heroes and we had lamb burgers and with tzatziki sauce on them. Delicious, so good. And I just lettered those and then used again my watercolor pencils to color them in. This washi tape is from K.N. Asherman, I think. Yes, that's her Citrusolve washi, which I love. The colors are just gorgeous. And then Tuesday the 14th was a low. It was partly sunny. It was a low of 22, high of 35. And Mark is still on his playing every day roll. He's been so good about playing his guitar every single day, and he hasn't missed a day in months. So I grabbed him in the dining room when he was playing, and he'd been talking to his son about this band that Eric likes called Mandolin Orange. And they've been spending a lot of time together talking about that. And then they, and this is the magazine image, Sounds the Heel. And they're talking about all four of us, six of us, I guess, getting together in the summertime and meeting somewhere in the middle of the country because his kids and spouses are all the way on the West Coast in Seattle, and we're obviously all the way on the East Coast in Maine. So we're talking about meetings up somewhere in the middle, and Mark is looking forward to playing guitar and singing with his kids. So that is a goal for him, and it's great to watch him work so hard for it. And then this is the 15th, which is a Wednesday. It was partly sunny. It was a low of 15 and a high of 24. And I recorded a happy mail from Jose at Danielle, from Gypsy's Craft Nook, and a flip through of part one of my December daily. And I said my to-do list was to record videos and to eat more tzatziki sauce, which we did. And it turns out that it also makes damn good salad dressing. So this night we used it as a salad dressing. And I think that might have finished it up. It was so good. I could have eaten it for another 3 days. It was delicious. Uh, this to-do list is a magazine image. And this is a picture of our salad. And that is about it, you guys. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. But that is the first half of January. What is that year? 2025. Can you believe it's 2025? That's insane. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that my crazy journaling style didn't burn your retinas. I love it. I love going through and seeing all the color and all the madness. And when I take some time to look, I can see things that remind me of just little bits of the day. I don't necessarily write a ton. I enjoy, or I am enjoying right now, doing more sort of visual bits that will remind me of things. And I do some writing as well. So that is it. It was super fun. Come on over and join us on Facebook. The link should still be up there and it will be down below, of course. And thank you so much for coming to visit. I had a wonderful time seeing everybody, and sharing my journal with you. And again, if you are not doing so far, if you'd like to join in Allison's, AJ's item of the month, there's the hashtag again. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.